as well. And tonight I want us to talk about Michael Jackson influence, legacy, and career. You know, but some days ago I was talking about Michael Jackson to some young kids, to some young generation. I was actually very surprised that it was just few of them that heard about him and knew about him. I'm surprised. And so I said to myself tonight, I think I have to come online, talk about it so we can start mentoring, telling more of our young ones about the legend himself, the king of pop himself, the one and only Michael Jackson, the one that makes music look more easy than before, that makes music looks more easier than we never expected, the one that break the barrier of racism in the midst of everything, the one that makes music looks like it's just normal, the one that makes the white and the black mix up without thinking the color. Now, um, tonight I would want us to go dive in, a little bit into his career, into who he is, into his legacy, and let's talk about him a little bit. Now, Michael Jackson was born on the 29th of August 1958, and he died on the 25th of June 2009. And at the time when he died at the age of 50 years old, and he's growing. Michael is not just the regular musician around the world that you know, the kind of musician that changed stories. Michael Jackson is one of the musicians that makes racism a little bit down. Like it actually reduces the power of racism. It makes people want to relate to the black. Now, Michael Jackson is regularly known and is well regarded as the king of pop around the world, no doubt. Nobody can change that around the world. We all know he's the king of pop. But some days ago, I was talking about Michael Jackson to some young kids, and I was surprised that few of them were the one that heard about Michael Jackson. I was shocked because tell me how someone in this generation won't tell me they don't know about Michael Jackson. But so I got to realize that I think there's a change in the mix of environment at the moment. We now have change. Now tell me the millennials, the Gen Z, we know about Michael Jackson. No. So I took it upon myself and I said, in the next few days, in the next few months, I think we need to talk about him. We need to talk about Michael Jackson legacy. We need to talk about what he did for the music industry. We need to talk about his career and how he made the whites and the black more united with his music, with his career. Now, if you're just joining and you don't know much about Michael Jackson at the moment, I think I need to highlight you as well because let's talk about when he was being born again. He was being born on the 29th of August 1958, no doubt about that. And that when he died at 2009, he died at the age of 50 years old. Now, let me give you a background story about him, Michael Jackson. Let's go a little bit into it. Michael Jackson was an American singer, songwriter, dancer, a philanthropist, the king of pop. Even Google himself can recognize Michael Jackson as the king of pop. So it's a little bit shocking to me that the Gen Z will know about him, and some will tell me that who is Michael Jackson. When you hear about the Drake of this world, when you hear about the Wiz Khalifa of this world, when you hear about the Chris Brown of this world, when you hear about the Tupac Shakur of this world, when you hear about the Snoop Dogg of this world, when you hear about the new ones around Whiskey, the Bonner, the Davido, when you hear about some of these Kanye West around the world at the moment, Michael Jackson has inspired a lot of them to make music. Michael is not just a regular artist. Michael break out. Michael make sure things work out the way he wanted it to be. And let's go a little bit into his biography, and let me enlighten you. Let me just tell you more a little bit about him. If you are just joining, please share the live, press the like button, and let's get more engagement so we can actually address this and mentor ourselves more about Michael, because I think this legacy is not supposed to just die, go like that. Thank you for commenting. I'm seeing you. You have been recognized. Now, Google could actually recognize it and make it known to us that Michael Jackson was an American singer, songwriter, dancer, philanthropist, the king of pop. He's widely regarded as one of the most cultural significant figures of the 20th century. His music actually broke American racism barrier and made him a dominant figure worldwide. That's Michael Jackson for you. On the 29th of August 1958, a great Indian United States was born. That is Michael Jackson, the living legend himself, the dead legend himself. Now, it's sometimes it bothers me when I talk about Michael to some people, and they tell me, who is Michael? Are you kidding me? You don't know Michael Jackson? You don't know Michael Jackson? I put it to you today that the Drake, the Snoop Dogg, the Kanye West of today, the Tupac, and the likes of the new generation Burna, Wiz, would never talk about Michael Jackson on a low standard. Now, let's go further. Google also highlighted that Michael Jackson died on the 25th of August 2009 in Roland Reagan UCL Medical Center, Los Angeles, United States. Now, let's go further a little bit. Let me just, so we can also highlight ourselves, tell ourselves a little bit about him. Yes, he had a song called Paris Jackson, Prince Jackson, B. Jackson. Those are his recognized and well-known, and the one that the medical and the doctor could actually acknowledge that these are his children. But originally, we have a lot of stories roaming around that he has more kids than regular, than usual. Now, he has two spouses, but also I won't lie to you, I was actually very surprised about some days ago. I think maybe about 12 days ago, when I make a research about his wives. So Google make me understand that he married someone called Mary's Pellis around 1995 to 1996. So my bro was doing that mixed feelings. And as time goes on, he married Debbie from 1996 to 2000s. I think till when he passed away, something like that. Michael was just, the flattering guy, he make things more. The music artist that don't make people happy. Now, let me take you a little bit into his biography, into his career, into his I think his draft, his music. Now, now, if you are young and maybe you've not really come across Michael's image before now, I think you would need to see this. You will need to say this honestly, because Michael himself, the king of pop himself, is not a Gen Z. I think you need to see this. You must have seen this somewhere before. This is Michael Jackson. Now, he made a song some years back that sounds like this. That song is one of the most anticipated song, one of the songs that liberates the world. That song is one of the songs that changed a lot of things around racism. That song is one of the most beautiful things that have changed a lot around culture, tradition, and a lot of things that changed between the blacks and the whites. Now, that's I think the title of the song is They Don't Care, you know. But the thing is, it's so funny that at the time when he was still alive, he was able to talk about things like this. And even up to date, we still have much about racism. But thanks to him, he was able to like break it down a little bit. Michael Jackson is not just a regular guy. Tell anyone around you, let them know facts. Facts. Michael is not just a regular guy. It's not one of the guys that they just make songs for fun and nothing else to show for. But the thing is, when you hear about Michael Jackson, you tell the new generation that Michael is not just this guy that you just come and talk a little bit about and you just move away. No. So I'm trying to get something to show you guys about him. Because that name alone itself, Michael Jackson is great. The name Michael Jackson alone is greater than some of the names we hear around the world at the moment. Because this man liberates music, makes music look more easier. It makes music looks like it's norms. Michael Jackson, it makes music look like it's normal. I'm trying to find that song. They don't care. All I want to do is I think. Thank you. I won't play more of the song. I think I'm just gonna play like 30 seconds or 13 seconds because of the YouTube monetization and the rest. But the thing is, I want us to talk about his legacy and hear some of his music just to liberate the world, make the new generation know about him. That is not just one of those artists that they just look over and they just pass by when talking about musician that makes um, the world more easy for us to live in today and that breaks the cause of racism between the black and the white. Michael Jackson is not just a regular guy. Tell anyone around you that you know today. Let's listen to this particular song because for me, I think this was the song that made the breakthrough, that changed the game, that changed a lot. Um, Hold on for me a little bit. Um, Hold on for me a little bit, please. I'll be right back. A little bit. Because Michael never come and just made like that. He made an impact. Michael Jackson, he made an impact. It just pains me a little bit that the new generation can't talk much about him. It pains me a little bit that the ones that came after our own generation can't talk much about Michael Jackson. We know there's some legacy that needs to live on, that needs to go further than just normal, and just now, than just the present. What's going on over here? His legacy needs to go more further. Tell anyone around you today about him. Tell anyone around you today about his impact. Tell anyone around you today about what he's done for the music industry, for the culture. Tell anyone around you what his name carries, what his name could do. Tell them what he and his significance could actually do. Because Michael Jackson is not just a regular artist, you know. He would always make sure things work out for both the black and the whites. Michael Jackson will always make sure there's no room for racism when he's actually doing his thing. Michael Jackson is not just the guy that would just want to benefit from his own for his own self and his family alone. He look out for everybody around him. He looks out for people that will reach him well. He looks out for people that really care about him. He looks out for a lot of people. So tell me why would his legacy just die and just die like that? You know? So wherever you are today, make sure you tell someone about him. And I think this is it. This is it for me. This is it for me. They don't care about us, about Michael Jackson today. Go check them on YouTube. They don't care about us. Is that song for me from Michael Jackson? You check it out on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music. The song is there. It liberates the world. It makes change occur. Then they really care about us. Tell the world about Michael Jackson today that his legacy is still living on. Go on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music. Tell the world about Michael Jackson because I won't lie, my brother, my sister. This man makes the change around the world today. When we say freedom for the black, when we say freedom for the white, when we say it makes racism more lower. It makes the love the white see the black like one, and I think it made an impact. So go on YouTube today, stream it, check out his legacy, and don't let it die. Please tell someone, tell more people about him because his legacy is beyond all of this. Let the new generation, the Gen Z, know about him. It's Michael and it's Jackson. Thank you for coming around. See you when we see you again. Please press the like button, drop your comments. Vinny, you're welcome, and thank you so much. AR Songon, thank you. Vinny, I love you. Mauritius, I love you. Thank you for dropping the comments. And have a wonderful night rest. I'm about to go sleep. Good night. Over here in Nigeria, it's late already, midnight. And thank you for stopping by. I love you, guys.